Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to share my views about the two scenario questions that I created on database management systems. The first question is from the topic on transaction management and concurrency control. Here the- Let me explain the question. Here, let us assume as a database administrator, there a company has a huge volume of traffic, and the problem is t-shirt selling. In this 100 units of t-shirts are available. Two customers are trying to purchase at the same time. Here, first Alice tries to process the transaction and add the t-shirt to her cart. Before Alice purchases, Bob's transaction is also processed and Bob get one additional t-shirt in his cart. So how to manage this transaction and ways to reduce the concurrency control. Yeah, the solution for this is to maintain the transaction management and concurrency control in an efficient way to ensure the integrity and consistency of the database. Hmm. What is the major thing happened wrong here? Wrong is Alice is doing the transaction. At the same time, Bob's transaction is also processed, which has to be stopped. Either Alice has to be given some priority or Bob has to be given some priority. In this concurrency control, there are two kinds to be taken care of: optimistic concurrency control and pessimistic concurrency control. Optimistic concurrency control means either if a conflict occurred means this transaction can be rolled back, whereas pessimistic concurrency control means there has to be kind of like a lock based system. If something is happening means the transaction has to be locked and perform it until another transaction can be utilized or modified. For a real time example on the optimistic concurrency control, I came to come across like Tirupati Devasthanam website, where you try to book six tickets means at the same time another person also tries to book the six tickets means if he finishes first means your transaction will be cancelled and you will be rolled back to the same page again and again where the conflict occurs. But pessimistic concurrency control is like booking the ticket through Book My Show app for movies, where if you lock some particular seat means until you finish the transaction, that particular seats will be locked all over the entire app. So no one can book the same seat at the same time. The second scenario is from the topic of database storage on cloud and challenges to maintain database security. Here the taken scenario is from the if you are a database administrator on a healthcare organization and you are storing patient records and you have some kind of hacker has hacked the entire system and taken the data from them and looking for ransom or kind of stuffs. In those kind of things, how a database engineer will change this problem and reduce the amount of effect happens to the organization. Yeah. If a security is breached means the database administrator has to disconnect the database from the network, change all the database passwords, access the extent of the breach, and implement additional security measures. In assessing the extent of the breach means they may have to contact the affected individuals, like if particular 10 important patients record has been leaked means they have to inform the patients about the data leakage and make them to be either like there's some movies no we will see like the heart pacemakers can be hacked, so those kind of things has to be informed to the particular patients and make them prepared for it and get them available to the hospital nearby and change the datas or change the security of their datas, and also changing all the database passwords, like in the every section there has to be separate password for each and every sections in the hospital. Those data can be changed, database passwords can be changed, and the work can be started again. In terms of security to maintain the cloud in the cloud based environments, like when you are establishing the entire server system on your own hospital means the everything maintenance has to be on the hands of the management. But if you're using a cloud based system means the data has the security responsibility of sharing the securities on their side, so there will be even much more security when it comes to a provider than we are establishing the own systems, like Google is providing cloud service, Amazon is providing, Microsoft is providing those kind of things. And also this will increase the security measures like two-way authentication on this each and every database systems has to be logged in a perfectly unique way. And also each and staffs has to be change the passwords regularly to reduce the risk of data breach. And there has to be certain rules for restrictions and rules to access kind of data based on the authority of the personnel. These kind of things has to be taken care of by the management. Thank you.